Awesome. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight for our presentation, our Own Your Life webinar. I'm here with Tyler Walter tonight, who's going to open this up. And Tyler has really been someone who's been on fire this year. He's built his business and just recently hit the rank where if he maintains it, he's earning a six-figure residual income. He left his full-time engineering job this year to pursue this business full-time. He's speaking and training in front of thousands of people, and he's absolutely killing it. A great person to learn from. So without further ado, I want to hand it over to Tyler to get tonight's presentation going.
Thanks, Johnny boy. Good to be here with you, man, and excited for everybody that's here new tonight watching this, whether you're on live or recorded. And really just, as John always says, ask you guys to have an open mind tonight. Take a look at what we have to offer. What we're basically going to do here is explain to you guys a new way that we found to earn income called network marketing, what it is, how it works, and how to go about finding the right company and begin your journey if it's something that you are interested in giving a shot. So without any further ado, let's hit it, John.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. So, to start this talk, I really want to talk about where the world is, where it's been, where it's going, where we're at right now, and how this is going to fit into it. Quote unquote, talking about how rapidly the world is changing, and it says things that used to take. And the analogy that I think is perfect for this is an island of fishermen. So there's an island. Let's say there's a little island community, and everybody fishes, right? You have 100 fishermen that go out and they catch 10 fish a day. And then one day, all of a sudden, somebody brings a net to the island, and now 2 fishermen can catch the same amount of fish that 100 fishermen used to catch in a day. You only have to have 2 fishermen. Right? You instantly have 98 unemployed people on the island, but our production is still good. We still have money. We're still wealthy. We're catching even more fish, but we have all these unemployed people now. That's a perfect analogy for the way the world is. We used to be hunter-gatherers, then we became farmers, and as these technological changes happened, we had time to adjust. Society had time to create doctors and lawyers and all these professions for people to join. The problem is, in today's day and age, those changes are literally happening in a few days. There's technological change, wipes out entire industries. People don't know how to keep up. You can't just go to school, get a good grades, get a good job, and be set for life. You have to find a way to be an entrepreneur, find a way to be in business for yourself. And that's a whole new concept for a lot of people in our society. So, John, can you hit the next slide?
Absolutely. And anyone who's just getting on, meeting your line, just so you don't have any background noise, really appreciate it.
You should be able to mute all if you hit. You know how to do that?
Actually, yeah. Anyway, continue on.
Sure. You should be able to find people and mute them, but yeah, a couple of stats to kind of reinforce what I'm talking about with the world changing is the first one is about millennials, John and I's generation. We're going to make up 75% of the workforce by 2025. So we are pretty much the people who are going to be controlling the economy, controlling politics, controlling all these things. And 2/3 of us want to be our own boss, which is vastly different than our parents and our grandparents' generation, where going to school and getting a good job for 40 years was the route for everybody. 40% of, this shouldn't say Americans, this should say baby boomers, have less than $10,000 saved or invested for retirement. Again, the world's changed. People have lost pensions. 401ks aren't what they used to be. Very difficult for a baby boomer or a Gen X to get ready for retirement. And lastly, 65% of all Americans have a side hustle, and this is growing rapidly. And that's because what used to get the job done financially just doesn't anymore. One job is not cutting it for a lot of people. We have massive amounts of student loan debt, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Go ahead, John. So the question I pose you guys is, do you have a plan B or an exit strategy? Do you have something else in mind where you're going to be able to avoid some of these problems that a lot of our country and our world are dealing with? Do you have skills that you're building where you're going to be able to succeed no matter what happens in the economy, no matter what happens to your job? Do you have investments or businesses that are growing so that someday you don't have to trade your time for money? And most people's answer to that question is like what? But I always ask that because it's kind of eye-opening. What happens if the industry you're in went wiped out and everything changed? And a great thing for millennials to talk about is the student loan crisis, because you can't just rely on the job you have now, because it's frankly, if you went to school for 4 years and got a bachelor's and went into student loan debt for that degree, you're not going to be able to get a job that's going to make you enough money to live the lifestyle you want and pay off those loans in a reasonable amount of time. It's just very, very difficult. And John and I have worked with hundreds of people who've experienced this. And it's really a crisis. It's sad. We don't know it's a bubble right now. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? The amount of debt, $1.5 trillion. So people are looking for solutions. They're looking for a way to save for retirement. They're looking for a way to be their own boss. They're looking for a way to pay off their student loan debt. And what we hope to show you guys tonight is we have a solution to a lot of these problems. So network marketing, what is it? How does it work? Really, there's three ways to move a product. If you're an entrepreneur, an inventor, you create a product, you have pretty much three options on how to move that product from your business to the end consumer. The first is retail, which is what most of us are used to. Walmart, Amazon, GNC companies make a product wherever they make it. They put it in a store shelf. People come in, they buy it, they leave and go home with a product and they're happy. Number two is direct sales. Some of you might be familiar with this, where there's a middleman, there's a salesman who will purchase a bunch of product from a company like that, store it, and then go out and sell it door to door or business to business, however they sell it. And they buy it at wholesale for a cheap price and they sell it for a little bit more so that they make a profit and the company can move their product. Both those ways are great, but John and I have found that in the industry we are in health and wellness, network marketing is by far the best way to move a product. And there's a lot of other companies outside of health and wellness that use this model. And the reason is, if you go to the next slide, John, is network marketing really kind of flips on its head what traditional sales are. So in direct sales or in retail, you might hire 10 superstar salesmen to go out and sell $100,000 worth of product every month. And that's how they move their product. In network marketing, we just flip that on its head. We find 100,000, raving fans of a product who love the product so much that they're willing to share it with their friends and family, get a little bit of money for it. And 100,000 people sell $10 in product a month. That's an extreme analogy, but that's really what network marketing is. It's word of mouth advertising. It's allowing a company like the one we're partnered with, our company brings in about $1 billion a year in revenue, big business. And a typical company with direct sales or retail would hold on to about 500 million of that 1 billion revenue and spend it for TV advertising, radio advertising, social media advertising, hiring their salesmen, spending all this money just to try to move a product. In network marketing, they hold on to that money. They only pay it out if a product moves. And they allow this amazing financial opportunity for people like John and I and other people on this call tonight to monetize their network, to build a network of people, very big network of people, the people that we know, share a product with them, share a financial opportunity with them, and we all win in the process.
Absolutely. One thing I'd like to add, Ty, is we're all so natural born referrers. Every time you do something, you think about, you go to a restaurant you love, you see a movie that you love. The first thing you do is tell your friends, you tell your family. And that's really what this concept is all about. We're using a product that we love and just referring it and getting basically rewarded just to share a great product with our network. So it's a really phenomenal way to, do business and create an income.
Absolutely. So again, back to the way that we earn income. If you've ever heard of Robert Kiyosaki or Rich Dad Poor Dad, it's one of the most famous books on business in the world and personal finance. He's one of the most famous thought leaders in business. He has no affiliation in network marketing, but he's a very big fan of it. And this is why his entire methodology is based around this quadrant right here, the cash flow quadrant. And this is the 4 ways people can earn money. First is as an employee. You have a job, you trade time for money. That's what most of us grow up thinking is really the only way to make money. The second is self-employed. So this would be your doctors or lawyers, someone who has a job, but they're their own boss. But the problem is they still have their own job. So they own a job and they still have to trade that time for money. And employees and self-employed, great ways to make a living. We have no problems with that here. But if you don't find a way to get onto the other side of this quadrant, Warren Buffett says you will work until the day you die. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And that's why we all have to transition into either business ownership or investors. The traditional route is to work as an employee for 40 years, save up money and invest until you have enough residual income from your investments to retire. But John and I know a lot of other people, we're not down for that plan. We're not down to wait 40 years to try to live our lives when it's too late to do the things we want to do. So we're trying to get into the B and I quadrants here, where we own a system and people are working for us or our money's working for us. And network marketing is the most simple way that we found for an average Joe who doesn't have a ton of capital to invest, who doesn't have a ton of talent to get into this quadrant.
Absolutely.
And this is going to explain what that quote by Warren Buffett means. So in order to make money while you sleep, you need residual income. Linear income is what we're all trained to do. We go to work, we trade time for money, and we get a paycheck. That's the red line here. And it's capped at a certain level. It can only grow so fast because you can only put so much time into a job. And if you stop working, your income goes to zero. If you want to go travel in Europe for 4 months, your income goes to zero. If you get sick and have to go to the hospital for a month, income goes to zero. If you want to go be with your family during a tough time or a great time, income goes to zero. Residual income, your income will continue to grow long after you put in the initial work. Here's the catch. You can see the green line here in the beginning. You're not making much money. You're not making more than you are in the red line. That's the catch. Most people don't have what it takes to persist, stick with it, and build an asset that'll pay them while they sleep. They don't see the immediate results, they quit. So if you're watching this webinar tonight and you're looking for something where you're going to get rich quick, where you're going to make a buck overnight, I just encourage you to log off now and go back to what you're doing and realize that it's never going to happen, because it isn't. There's no such thing as get rich quick. Your best chances of that are going to Vegas, and they win like 95% of the time. So if you're serious about investing in your future and building residual income over the course of years that can allow you to live a lifestyle that you want for decades to come, you're in the right place. So what's the next slide here, John?
A few misconceptions.
Well, a few misconceptions about network marketing. I'm gonna hit these, and then I'm gonna tell you guys kind of my background and my story briefly before I kick it to John. So the first is it's a pyramid scheme, and it's the one we always hear, and really it's very, very off base. Everything takes a triangular shape. John, if you can click the button for me. A corporation, traditional corporation, holds a pyramid shape. There's a CEO at the top. He has MBAs underneath of him, supervisors, employees. Everybody's trying to get to the top. You click the button again for me, John. In network marketing, we flip that on its head, where everybody comes in and your job is to build CEOs above you, to grow people, to build relationships, help your people succeed. If you can do that, you will have all the success that you want in life. And, network marketing is a totally legitimate business model. It's been around 100 years, producing $200 billion in revenue worldwide. Very, very big business. And people that say that are usually just ignorant or uneducated on what the business model is and how it works. The second misconception that we hear a lot is you can only make money if you get in early. Actually, it's better to not get in early, because in network marketing, if you want to build a business, you have to find a company to partner with. If you partner with a company that's only been around for 2 years, that's a risky move, because network marketing businesses are just like every other business. 95% of them fail in the first 5 years, and of the ones that stick around, 90% of those fail before 10 years. So you want to find a company that's established, that does good business, has a good product, good corporate structure, and somewhere you can succeed and grow your residual income long-term. Lastly, I'm not good at sales, therefore I can't succeed. Again, hopefully I explained in the beginning how network marketing is different than direct sales. We build relationships, we share solutions that can help those people in our network rather than making hard sales. And the next video that we're going to show you will explain that, but briefly I want to tell you guys kind of my background and how I got involved and what I've done with it. So I grew up around this industry, and all those misconceptions I just read about, I thought it was goofy. I thought it was for stay-at-home moms. I didn't think it was legitimate. I didn't think it was a career path. So I went to school. I got a job as an engineer. I got good grades, got a good job in a good industry where there's great salary. I made great money out of college. The problem was I didn't have the freedoms I wanted. I wanted to travel. I wanted to take vacation. I wanted to do these things. But I was stuck in a cubicle every day in front of a computer screen just like this, not talking to anybody. I was bored to tears. I was not excited. And the next 40 years looked like a tunnel with no light at the end for me. And when I was introduced to this business model, and really John showed me what it could do for a millennial. He showed me that you could travel the world and do all these things. I was like, I'm in. And when I saw this video right here, not this exact video, but when I saw this presentation and realized what it meant, I was all in. So John, if you could roll tape.
What you have to be is a good teacher. So I'm going to go out and I'm just going to sponsor 2 people. And I'm going to teach them to do what I did. And they have 4 people in our group. They sponsor 2 additional people. We have a total of 8 distributors. And because we were good teachers and they were good students, we'd have a total of 16 people in our organization. What if instead of 2, we started with 3 and duplicated our efforts? Again, we sponsor 3 people. We teach them really well. They go out, they sponsor 3 people who go out and sponsor 3 additional people. We have a total of 81 people in our organization, a difference of 65 people. Yeah, that was fun. Why not try it one more time? Let's go with 4 people and see what happens. See, you don't have to know thousands of people. You only have to know a few people, right? 4 isn't that many. Everybody knows 4 people. But look what happens when you're a good teacher and you go out and sponsor people and teach them to do what you did. When you do that, your organization has grown significantly. You now have 240 people just because you started off by sponsoring 2 additional people than you did in the first place. All right, so I'm having so much fun with this. I think we should forget all about 2s, 3s, and 4s, and the magic number that we should focus on is finding 5 serious business builders with you, 5 serious people. If you can go out and find 5 people that are serious, coachable, and trainable, and they go out and they duplicate you, look what happens. It is crazy, you guys. You would have a total of 625 people on your 3rd level. What's neat is when you add all these together, it's a total of 780 distributors in your organization. If each one of them just knew 10 customers, you would have 7,800 customers in your organization. When you add that to the number of distributors in your group, you have over 8,500 people that are buying a bottle of product. Assuming that each one of those bottles is only $40, you would have a grand total. You guys ready for this? Are you sitting down? If you just did this, if you found just 5 people, your grand total is going to be $343,200. And guess what, everybody? You are a pro 8.
So if you're moving that much product per month, imagine that. If your group, if your network, if your distribution network is moving that much product per month, you're going to make close to 10% of that, which is going to be $30,000 a month. Like how much money would that change in your life? You know? So when I saw this, I was like, I saw the potential of it, and I was like, holy crap, I need to get to work. And now let me get you wrong here. That's very difficult to accomplish. It's not something you're going to accomplish overnight. But if you're willing to grow yourself, learn the skills, build a network, and invest in the long term and not expect to do this in your first 2 months, you can find 5 people who are serious, help them find their 5, and not just help them find their 5, teach them how to teach their 5. This can duplicate down into a huge organization for you, which can pay you very lucratively. So for me, when I saw this vision, I was like, okay, in 4 or 5 years, I'm going to be a millionaire. And I got to work. And it took me about 1.5 years to grow a business to a place where I could leave my engineering job. But what it took was consistent effort during the week. I would go to my job from 8 to 5. You know, in the morning on the way to my job, I would have podcasts in my ears, listening to personal development to get myself more confident in myself and my ability to influence myself and influence others. At night, I would come home and do the work. And that's what most of you who are watching this tonight for the first time are thinking. How am I going to fit this into my schedule? If you have a full-time job, trust me, this can be done. I did it for 1.5 years on the side. You fit it into the pockets of your time. You grow your network, you have conversations, and you build your business. And after 1.5 years, I was able to walk into my boss's office at the job that I hated and say, you know, here's my letter of resignation. I'm going to go be a professional network marketer. And, you know, my life has been amazing ever since, traveling like crazy, enjoying my life with my girlfriend, with my family and all my friends. And I'm from Ohio, which is gray and cloudy right now, but I'm in sunny Florida because of this opportunity and what it's done in my life. So I can't say enough about network marketing. And with that, I'm going to kick it to John Stankiewicz to talk about how do you get started, find the right company and get started. And John couldn't be a better person to talk to you guys about this, because he also is a top income earner under the age of 25. He's also traveled the world and done amazing things. He's also built a huge organization, and he's just a super entrepreneurial guy. He's done 1 million different businesses, and through it all, he found network marketing as the best model for him to live the lifestyle he wanted to live. And why he's so great to talk to you guys about the company that we're partnered with is because he's experienced network marketing in another company and had a negative experience. And most people would have that experience and they write off the industry for the rest of their lives. They quit on their dreams because of that negative experience. John was resourceful. He kept going, found the right company, and he's built an incredible lifestyle for himself. So John, take it away, man.
Yeah, thank you, Tyler. And thank you everyone for getting on and hearing out our opportunity tonight. That's really changed our lives. Just a little background, you know, fortunately for me, network marketing got introduced to me at an early age. I was 18 years old when I got brought into the industry. And before that, I was in high school, you know, I wasn't building a career, but, you know, I worked jobs that I didn't really like. I worked in kitchens at a ski area for minimum wage, flipping burgers. So whatever I had to do to earn money to fill my car with gas. And, you know, my whole plan was I'd go to college, I'd get a degree and go work and hopefully make a lot of money, because that's really all I knew. And fortunately, at the age of 18, network marketing got brought into my life, and it really changed everything, completely changed my mindset and how I thought about money. I don't know about you guys, but when I see residual income versus linear income, and I see that graph of what's possible with exponential growth, I remember the first time my friend told me about that, I couldn't sleep at night. I was like, why have I been taught this my whole life and I haven't been taught about residual income? So throughout school, this is my second business that I've been with, and I'll touch on that in a little bit, but by building my network marketing organization on the side as I went through school, I was able to create a residual income stream where I graduated with my degree from the University of Connecticut, I'm wearing the hoodie right now, with my degree in applied mathematics and economics. And 5 days after I graduated, I moved to Italy and spent about a year traveling all over to like 20 different countries. I moved home, I lived out in California, and I just been completely self-employed and living life on my own terms. With time freedom and this amazing residual income we keep talking about because of this industry. So we'll talk quick. A couple advantages of network marketing. Like Tyler said, I've done other business endeavors. I've started LLCs. You name it, I've probably tried it out. And, one thing about other businesses is it's very expensive to start a business, and there's so much risk. What's amazing about network marketing is the low barrier of entry. Initial investment in our company is $300 to $600 to start your own business where you have the potential to make an unlimited residual income with no cap. And with that $300 to $600, we're just buying food, top of the line nutrition that we consume. So literally from buying your food, you're able to make an unlimited income, which is basically unheard of anywhere else. Another advantage, the low overhead. The only expense we have to stay active as a business is the product you buy monthly, which is the food we buy, which we eat. And, every other business I've been in, there's been paperwork, advertising materials, lawyers, bank accounts, all that stuff you have to deal with. And here we're literally just buying food. That's amazing. Another huge advantage, network marketing is a great equalizer. Your age, race, gender, education, finances, none of that matters. Your background does not matter and doesn't dictate if you're going to be successful in network marketing or not. Any person who joins this business with the right mindset and puts in the work to make this happen can make it happen. So we're living in an age right now where everyone's got a smartphone, everyone's connected on social media, and so many people are looking for a side hustle. We have this gig economy going on with Uber, Airbnb, Lyft, and all of these three things really converge together to give us network marketing. And all of these big trends that are going on right now are really embodied in network marketing. It's such a perfect time to get involved because of them. What will you get from network marketing? There's a potential for side hustle income. So like I just said, a lot of people are looking for additional income into whatever they're doing. Oh, crap. And so this is a great thing that you can work in the pockets of your time to build that side income, to supplement your income, to pay maybe student loans for your car, whatever it may be. Unlimited residual income potential. We've been talking about this. The fact that you can start a business for $300 to $600 and earn an unlimited income that pays you in your sleep is amazing. A great product experience. We'll touch on this in a little bit, but our products are phenomenal. The transformations we've had in our company are amazing, and 50% of what I eat comes from our products. We have the opportunity to build a powerful network. Our team right now in total is over 40,000 people. We've met so many awesome people because of this opportunity, which leads right into you'll get put into an amazing supportive community. We'll touch more on that after, and an education and entrepreneurship. So this brings the question, how do you find the right partner company? And this is so important because, like I was saying before, I've been partnered with other network marketing companies that aren't even comparable to that little background noise. Whoever, do you mind muting? Whoever, you can check your lines.
John, you should be able to mute her if you hover over me and click on the three dots.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
All right, cool. We're good. All right. So yeah, before I was partnered with a different network marketing company. And after this was the first one where I really saw what was possible. And after about 6 months, I kind of stepped back and looked at the integrity of what was going on and just everything about it, the comp plan, the product, and it really wasn't aligning with me. And I made the conscious decision to come over to Isagenix. And if you go to our events, you'll hear a lot of top leaders say, if this is your first network marketing company, you really lucked out because this is the best place to be. So just going off of that, how do you find the right partner company? Well, of course, the company and the ownership you want to look at. You want to look at what the product is. You want to look at the financial opportunity, the support structure, and you want to look at the timing. So the company and ownership, our company is Isagenix. We've been around for 17 years, experienced consistent growth every year. We're family owned, and Jim and Kathy Coover and their son Eric, who own the company, are absolutely amazing. Their vision is to make Isagenix become bigger than Johnson & Johnson, and I truly believe that will happen. There's so much integrity. They're so about the people. People, you know, I went to Arizona this summer, and we were sitting in a room with the CEO. He's like, what would you guys like to see improved in this company? And I've actually seen these changes implemented that were said in that room. So the company is amazing, and this is definitely a company that's going to be here for the long run. The product, as if our product, we are a nutritional company. So we have solutions for weight loss. We have solutions for energy and performance, healthy aging. And this is just a time where so many people are overweight. No one really knows what they should be doing, but wants to be healthy. And we make it so simple with some of the best affordable nutrition, and it's no compromise. We have no artificial colors, sweeteners. Everything is all natural. And the results we've seen have just been phenomenal. As you can see right here on the left, this is Eric Chen. He's on Tyler's team, and he just had his phenomenal 16-week transformation. And the company generously rewarded, just from getting in better health, $3,000, a trip to Costa Rica, and a chance to win $25,000. So absolutely amazing. And this little equation you see down here, E plus C equals R, it stands for emotional plus consumable equals residual. And the reason we're able to make this residual income is because we have an emotional experience with these products. You know, like look at Eric right there. If you have that transformation, that is a huge emotional transformation. Consumable, you know, our products are nutrition. It's food. We eat it. And these two things lead together to produce us a residual income.
I add something to that, John?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go back to that product slide once. I just want to add that, you know, if you were to start your own business, could you go back to that product slide, John? Not working. No, that's fine. This will work. So if you would go back and, you know, if you wanted to start your own business and you were thinking about where you'd want to start it, you might think of, maybe I'm going to open up a franchise restaurant. Maybe I'm going to, you know, create some new device or an app. Imagine if you created something that 80% of the population needed desperately. That's literally what this product line is. 80% of our country is obese. Their health is failing. They have all these issues, arthritis, cancers, heart disease, all stemming from poor nutrition. This is a product line and a vision that this country and this world needs. Imagine if you could be a part of that for $300 to $600. You could get a share of that huge market space that we have here in Isagenix. That's what this opportunity is, and that's why the product is so important, because we don't just have a place where you can come make a good quick buck. We have a place where we're going to be able to change lives, make people healthier, impact the entire country's health crisis, and be able to make a great income while doing it. So, I mean, I think this slide right here is the biggest reason this financial opportunity is what it is. Network marketing is great, but with the product line we have and the ability we have to impact lives, there's nowhere else that you'd want to be.
Very well said. That's absolute truth. And, you know, like my other company, the reason it wasn't, and it actually ended up failing ultimately, is because the product wasn't there. You can have that financial opportunity, but if the product's not there, then it's useless. So here, the financial opportunity. So our company to date has done over $6 billion in cumulative sales, which is huge. We have nearly 300 millionaires created in our company, which means that since they joined Isagenix, they have cumulatively earned $1 million, which is amazing. And there's new millionaires being created all the time. It seems. I feel like every time I go into Facebook, there's another Isagenix millionaire. We have over 30 people earning 7 figures per year, over 400 people earning 6 figures a year, and tens of thousands of people earning, you know, side hustle incomes. We're in over 18 countries. And like I said before, I've been in other companies. I've been sat down in presentations of the different comp plans across network marketing and in the different companies, and not a single one compares to how lucrative and how generous ours is. And they're constantly pouring back. Tyler just earned a free trip to Peru just from growing his business. Earlier this year, we went on a free cruise throughout the Caribbean from building our business. They just had an incentive where they gave people free iPad Pros just for building their business. So you're not going to find a more generous company with an opportunity to make an income like this. The support is amazing. We have massive events multiple times a year. Just look around. It's just so much fun. And like our team is over 40,000 people now. We have so many Facebook groups. We're doing local events. Tyler and I are always on the phone going back and forth, supporting each other. There's really not a better community to be a part of in terms just beyond network marketing. It's people who are all in that same mindset. We're into personal development, or we're into growing and becoming a better person. And let's face it, not all the time is, the situations we're in the most conducive to us growing and becoming a better person. And when you can plug into a community like this, it's crazy the growth and change that can occur. And timing and growth, like we were just saying, the health crisis that's going on, how many people are overweight? There's really a need going on right now for people that need to start losing weight, getting healthier. And we're really at a pivotal point right now where we're about to boom as a company of Isagenix with the health and wellness industry and network marketing combined, with everyone, in this economy looking for a side income. So just in review, the company, amazing. The product is absolutely crucial and is really the fuel of what makes this all possible. And we've got it. The opportunity is absolutely there. There's tens of thousands of people that prove that it's there. The support system is really awesome as well. From the people in the community to our customer service, everything is top of the line, and the timing is perfect. We're really at a point where this is about to explode. So if anything that was said tonight resonates with you guys and you really can see this being something that changes your life and can impact you, connect with the person who invited you to this call, and they will help you on the next step to get started. Like I said, I'm so fortunate that I got involved with this at a young age, and I will forever be grateful just because of the opportunity this has allowed me in terms of time freedom, in terms of this residual income, and just how I've been able to design my life up until this point. So Tyler, anything you want to add in conclusion?
Yeah, I'll just close it out, guys. What I want to say is, if I'm sure something's piqued your interest in that if you've watched this far. You may be interested in more time freedom so you can spend your evenings with your kids and not at the office, or take your kids to school in the morning. You may be wishing that you could travel more and do the things that John's done. Everybody desires these things. The people that have them, the people like John that's able to achieve that kind of lifestyle, are the people that are willing to put in the work over time and invest long-term to create that kind of lifestyle. So if you're looking for something quick, this might not be for you. You might be able to share your product with a few friends, make a few bucks, great. But if you're serious about designing the lifestyle of your dreams, we found no better way to do it than network marketing. We found no better partner company than Isagenix. So really take a good hard look at this, think about it. And if you're ready to jump in with both feet, do it. Do it all the way, do it 100%, make it happen, and you will have the life of your dreams. So get ready to own your life, guys. Thanks again for being with us tonight, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Tyler.
See you, John.